talk more about the budget, the process, what's in it, these public corruption changes. Our political analyst, New York Post state editor Fred Dicker, joining us from Albany. Let's start with that Moreland Commission now being decommissioned, as I'm calling it, Fred. There are some good government groups who say it was on to something. It was getting something done. I know you've said in the past that arguably it had done nothing. So where's the truth in that, and is it going to be missed?
Well, the truth would have been if they had shown us that they had done something. They had a press conference in December in which they rolled out claims of systemic corruption. They claimed they were onto companies that were paying legislators money and then getting favors, and it looked illegal. And then nothing ever came of it. They didn't come up with one single example of true corruption. So I'm on the side of those who say it didn't really do anything. It was a grandstand effort last July when it was created, Liz, by the governor, who was under a good deal of criticism for failing to get political reforms in the legislative session that had just come to an end last year. He needed to do something, and he came up with this to stick it to the legislature. And that's what it was, because the legislature was bitter about it. They claimed the Moreland Commission didn't even have jurisdiction over the legislature since it came from a separate branch of government, the executive. But in the end, they produced nothing, and it's not surprising, in my view, that it's been done away with.
All right, how about these new additions, then, to the budget package? Yeah. Are they going to get the job done? Is there anything in there with teeth to it?
You know, it's all window dressing, in my view. First of all, the premise that there's widespread corruption in the Capitol, I think, is false. What we see is corruption by individual legislators who are crooked. So merely increasing some state penalties for corrupt activities isn't going to make any difference at all, in my view. Keep in mind, too, that it's generally the feds down in New York City, the Southern District and Eastern Districts of New York, the U.S. Attorney's Office, that have been bringing these cases, not the district attorneys who were part of this investigative body, the Moreland Commission. And as far as the other reforms that were made, big things weren't touched. One of the most egregious examples of pay-to-play that should have been addressed, and the good government groups agree with this, is the fact that there are unlimited contributions that can be given by special interests to the so-called housekeeping accounts of the political committees, the Democrats and the Republicans. Nothing was done about that.
All right, Fred, thank you very much. And, of course, Fred's on the radio, live from the state capitol. It's weekday mornings from 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM radio. Check it out.